We are back this week with Coach Griffin. Coach, coming off a 34-14 win over Middletown last Friday. Why don't you take us through that game a little bit? It started out a little slow, but then you guys came out to win.
Yes, in the first half, we had a couple turnovers, a couple people first time touching the ball, but we were very excited about the game being a Middletown going against the Middies. But we came out a little slow as far as just turning the ball over. But we regrouped at halftime. We were down 14-13, and we ran off actually 28 points in a row against those guys. So I really feel good at the end of the game, and had some key guys do some great things in that game.
What did you talk about in the halftime to get the team kind of back on track there?
I really didn't talk too much. It wasn't no come to Jesus speech or anything like that. It was just it's all about us. Every mistake that we had so far in the game was on us. On the turnovers, they haven't stopped us. We haven't punted yet, so that means it's a good thing going on. So the funny thing about it is, I told them we was gonna have a great opening kickoff return, and we did have an opening kickoff return, and unfortunately we fumbled, but that was Jermaine Daniels' first ever touch on a varsity level. He was very excited. He was, it probably felt like a 10-minute run, which was only 5 seconds, but unfortunately he fumbled, but we went back to him and got a touchdown later on in the game.
You think those lots of fumbles early on? I mean, those nerves, you think, first game?
I think it was nerves and a couple of fundamental things as far, just thinking about the quarterback drops. I think he's just looking down the field trying to get reads that's going on in the game, and he just kind of dropped the ball. But we was just too excited a little bit being the first game, and we have great senior class right now, and if we continue to keep growing, we'll be fine. The best thing that I saw in the game is nobody was getting down on each other when they were going through, and in the past, I'm not sure if that would have happened, but that's the progress in our program, and hopefully it continues to do that.
What's the main thing you take from this game to sort of build on now going into maybe some tougher games?
Well, we played a tough team. They're going to be pretty good. They're better than what they were last year. Middletown is better than what they were last year. So we just got to keep building. Our schedule is built, right. Every game is almost a playoff team from in the past. Starting with this week against Eastmoor. So we have to get better. But if we do keep better every week, it's going to help us out down the line.
Let's talk a little bit about Friday at Eastmoor. I think it's a team maybe a lot of people don't know much about. Tell us how that came about, getting them on the schedule, and what you see out of them.
Getting them on the schedule, we was trying to find a week too, and we just looked in the OHSA athletic department website, and it was free. My dad and my uncles actually went to Eastmoor, so when I was born, I grew up on the east side of Cleveland. East side of Columbus before I moved to Cleveland, and just used to that program. Great program. The coach does really well, and they've been a playoff program. So just come along, talking to them, me and John Zell, and we built that, and hopefully it continues. We get them on the schedule again next year, hopefully, and hopefully it continues to grow.
What kind of team are they, and what do you guys need to do to beat them this week?
They're a fast team, very, very athletic team. A lot of people on the offense side of the ball touch the ball. They will go over top with the quarterback. They'll challenge our DBs. What we have to do is play our game and don't let them, can't get down. Our DBs can't get down. They have to have short memory. If we have short memory, we should be able to beat those guys at the end.
It's nice to now be home this weekend. People kind of wait for the season opener at home. Mm-hmm. How are the guys feeling about this week and playing in front of their crowd?
I'm sure they're very excited. I always love away games just as much as I love home games. But having a crowd, having their family, the city come out, I think is good for them. And we have a couple new uniforms that we're going to wear, so I'm pretty sure they're going to be very excited. They love our sound system. They love the things that they see on the jumbotron. So it's always comfortable to be home, but we can't be too comfortable being home at the same time when we play great teams that's coming in this weekend.